Chess Tour 2024. This is round number 2. And we've got Vincent Keimer with whites, Magnus Carlsen with the black pieces. We're live now on TikTok. Should be live on other platforms as well. Let me have a last check on the sound here. The sound, the webcam, okay. If I got an announcement on Facebook, probably I should be live on the other platforms as well. So it should be nice and cool now. As you guys know, no software involved in the live stream. But every now and then we could verify if things were okay. Aren't you supposed to take on c6 here, given black double pawn? Isolated pawns. But, well, let's see. Whose turn is it? Black's turn to play. Okay. Okay. It's black, not white. Hey, Simpson, thank you for confirming this. So I'm gonna just spend the minutes now watching this one. Vincent 3 minutes 20. Of course, Magnus 6. What was the last move played here? C4. C4. Would you play E6 here to trade off the bishop, I wonder? Because they can't go back. C4 is hanging. Takes, and then you have to decide what you do with the C4. When you take on C6, also A7 is no longer defended, so the bishop should be able to actually go grab it. But let's see how he chooses to play here. What else? What do you do with the knight on C3? I mean, knight E2 goes to C3 in principle, right? Everything it has to be adjusted in. It completely depends on black's responses here. So would you play one of the pawns in front of the black king, create a little bit of space? Yeah, but that's weakening, right? I mean, if you play something like G6, I don't think it's great because of the bishop G5. So that doesn't look great. Maybe you should be pushing H6 or F6? Just wondering. Nope. He went knight a5. Double pressure on c4. Look at this, guys. Oops. So knight f... Yeah, well... But this c4 will be taking now, very likely. I don't see how not. You take with a bishop or you take with a knight? Oh my god. What's going on? Knight d2 attacking the rook. That's true. Once the bishop left the e3, d2 is no longer controlled by the bishop. So knight now attacks the rook. Okay. Rook has to move, right? Or would you play, I don't know, that's just bishop b3 or you move the rook? What do you play here? It seems to be a lot of tactics, Simpson. So all of a sudden, no, he played rook b3, Vincent. Okay. c4, a little bit of... So moving the rook to safety. And bishop and rook twice. Black can actually take on c4, right? Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes again? Perhaps. Perhaps. The only regret is that it's not a rapid or a longer time control game. Because these guys are producing so good ideas. So many good ideas. Okay, rook went away from the potential fork with the bishop on b6. So rook at least moved away now and attacks the bishop on a7 with tempo. You're very kind as always, Simpson. Very kind as always. I'm very much sure you guys see also a lot of good stuff. So we're making great chess commentators, all of us. So it's great enjoying this live experience. They're playing in Norway, Oslo, right now as we speak. I think I'm on chess.com, not on Lichess. So I hope I put the right title in the stream advert today. Yeah, the pawn on c4 was very weak anyway. So knight takes c4. A4. The pawn on e3 was attacked by the knight as well. So now goes to safety, and the bishop is super happy where it is at the minute. I don't think you... Can you play knight c6? You cannot. Bishop takes. Well, bishop takes. Pawn takes. This guy's defended, right? That's incredibly sharp. Very sharp, really. Maybe you should play this guy first. The knight on... No, he doesn't play the knight. He moves rook to c8. Maybe he wants to play some rook c2. Where the king is... Okay, bishop retreated now. Wait a second. Rook c8, bishop c1. Taking all those dark squares from the knight on c4, which can't go anywhere. f6 now, I think I did say about this move. May allow some, or maybe some king moving, actually. Oh, man. That's all right, Simpson. No worries, man. I bought myself a couple of drinks on the TikTok shop with the thing, so that's fine, man. King to f7, maybe? They want to centralize that king. Also, no back rank issues further on. The position is quite sharp here. There's a lot of happening. Constant double pressure on this guy here. So you can't... I mean, you got to be very careful where you're moving the black knight on a5. I think this knight is a little bit awkward. What do you do with the knight on a? Where exactly are you going with this knight on a? And also the knight on c4, may I ask, where exactly does it go? Can it go maybe d6? Just asking. Knight d6 attacks the bishop, opens up the c file for the rook, if that means anything. Maybe, I'm not sure. Knight d6, we'll see about that. Rook b1 though being played. Knight d6 had been played. Bishop d3 now. Bishop c4, trading off. There's a lot of happening. Bishop a3 attacking the knight on d6. Goes to safety. And that's what it is, 50 seconds. So now we could say Vincent Keimer actually plays bullet chess. And Magnus plays blitz chess. Yeah, Magnus still on the blitz. Vincent absolutely on the bullet. Pin piece here, that's what I could see. Pin piece, and maybe more than that. Maybe he wants to go rook A eventually. Am I right? Knight goes to c4, attacking the bishop on a3. It's an attacking move. What about this? Just asking. I mean, I'm just curious. My days, there's so many stuff happening. 36 seconds. It's a very difficult ending here. Still happening. Material is pretty much the same. Black's to play. This knight on the back rank is so not happy. Can you play knight c8 to d6? You attack the rook, you defend b7, if bishop takes, knight takes. Can you play that? But then rook b6, right? Look, I mean, there's so much thing going on here. So let's assume this. Knight c8 to d6 attacks the rook. Rook has to go or bishop has to take. Which way do you go? If bishop takes, knight plays d6, attacks the rook. No, he pushed b6 actually. You want to go for this, right? But actually we also having... What? King moved away from the pin. Knight takes the pawn. How do you... Okay, you could get checked, but actually knight is defended by the rook. So they're not going to lose that knight. They're not going to lose the knight. Knight g3 by Vincent. I just want to play this kind of stuff. Like knight f5, rook on the back rank. But hey, yeah, that just stops it. Probably that was a counterplay here for white. No longer available though. No longer available. Very difficult doing the blitzes on the bullet. By the way, I think on the 21st of December, I'm going to get myself in a blitz over the board in a chess event organized by Richmond Junior Chess Club. I think it's the Blitz Christmas over the board competition. So I'm going to try my best in those 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to be very tough anyway, because there will be a bunch of very strong players and title players, I'm pretty much sure. I'll do my best. Rook b8 check, king has to move. b5 is hanging, which probably will be taking. But I think he's happy with the perpetual here. It's difficult. Yeah, I think they're just happy with the perpetual. And this is just very strong. And actually, if you play this as a checkmate, oh boy, look at this one. Yeah. So black has to be careful, because if you go queen e6, I think it's rook here just ending the whole thing. Totally. Yeah, so hello my TikTokers, guys. Don't forget to follow me. Yeah. But I want to do that anyway because... so let's see. King e3. So that's the last live game in round number 2. I think, guys, we're going to see also round number 3. And if you guys... greatly admire Bobby Fischer. I've just uploaded my latest video is on a game played in 1966 in Cuba in between Bobby Fischer with the black pieces doing a Nimzo Indian defense versus Soren Georgiou. So go and check that YouTube video. Yeah. So what I see here is that white actually enjoys 2 pass pawns, right? So the question is if you can make it pass. So I guess this guy, the bishop just keeps them alive, and you need to reroute the king as per with the necessary tempo. Maybe you manage to push one of these guys. But yeah, the king probably wants to play here, attacking both the bishop and the defender of the pawn. But mind you, guys, if black moves the king away from defending this guy, actually allows king g5 and f6, right? But how? It's very difficult. Cutting off the king. They can't move now. Those 2 squares have been taken. I guess the white king wants to position itself g5, f6, and then pushing. Wow, very good. That's it. Those guys are super safe. He actually put a bishop to defend those pawns. So Lazovic absolutely killed it here. So now, as far as I understand, I think it's something to do with king playing and reaching f6. And if you get with the king on f6, you need to make it on f6, exactly. I mean, how are you going to pushing those pawns? But I reckon black is going to try and play king d5. Can't you just push the pawn? I think you can. Yeah, he just did it. Which way do you go? Wait, you got to defend the pawn, exactly. So f6 for defending the pawn. Now this guy's going to move. You're not going to stop them. Wait. That's more than meets the eye. How do you make progress here? How are you going to play now? I guess this bishop is going to play a2, g8 all the time. Yeah, they want to play this, but black's going to... He wants to win the tempo to pushing that guy, but how are you going to push this pawn? Black king is just going to play this and this. e8, d7, e8, d7. Maybe he wants to go this way. Maybe he want to go this way. d4. No, he pushed the pawn now. He pushed the b4 to b5. Now that's something. King tries to move over to protect this pawn. But how do you pushing them? You playing this? Yeah, there you go. What if king goes back? Oh, man. They play bullet, by the way, guys. So they just play chess bullet now. So let's have a look here. Bishop f2, last move played by... So let's suppose this guy goes where? Back with the king? you're going to be playing this, and this pawn can't be stopped. So if you play the king to c8, after king f7, well, I suppose this guy moves here. True, but then you can't stop this guy, which will go to b7. So if you're rushing with the king to stop b8, wait a minute, is this the way though? So b7, wait, do we have to do b7? Or do we do this and this? b7, the king goes here. If you go bishop takes, but you're going to lose this guy as well. Did he get flag or something? So b7, probably not now. e8 queen, and that's it. You're not pushing anything, you're promoting. And you promote with tempo now, and that's the end of it. That is the end of it. Okay. Any other live game remaining? Let's see. Round number 3. So that thing, how many rounds are they going to play now? Let me see. Round 2 had finished December 17, 7:40. What? Do they start at 7:45 now? Sorry, what? That was round... No, round 2 is a... No, that was round 1. Let me check again the round 2. Round 2, 6:25. Okay. So that was round 1. That was round 1. Round 2 is going to happen like 20 minutes or 19 minutes from now, if I see this one. Thanks for joining, Watermelon. So, okay. That was round number 1. All right. Cool. I don't think this event is on Lead Chess. It's just on chess.com, right? Yeah, okay. That's all right. So, in the next game, in the round number 2, wow, we got Magnus Carlsen, Jan Nepomniachtchi. So these are the fixture, guys. We got MVL, Levon Aronian, Alireza Wesley, Magnus Nepomniachtchi, Dennis Vincent Keimer. So that was round number 1. Had finished. Looking into these fixtures now. Yeah, Magnus gonna play Ian. One of those rivalries. Tough game, Alireza Wesley, Maxim Levon Aronian. Tough games. Played by elite chess players. So this one is supposed to be starting, I think, 6:25, right? Let me check again the schedule, then we could do a couple of puzzles together, perhaps. Round number 2, starting 6:25. That's it. And then the last round number 3, a 7:45, 7:45 will be. So guys, having a break now. And I guess we could do a puzzle or two. Okay, let's do a puzzle or two. All right. I am playing with the black pieces here now. So what am I supposed to do? This guy is hanging. Rooks are on prey. I gotta play something forcing move. Let's see. If I do this, they're gonna be capturing. Yeah, but then I'm gonna move queen to e5. Queen to e4, checking. Where does this guy go? Here. Then I'm having another check. So I think it has to do this with queen to c2, then queen to e4. This, they take, you take again. King's gonna go f2. And then you're playing f4. What if knight blocks? Oh, wait a minute. I haven't even investigated rook d2. Rook d2. I think that's actually good. Rook d2. Kind of forced to take. And then you're going to play this. They go here. You're going to play queen to f2. This guy goes here. Then you're going to play this. Yeah, I think it's actually rook d2. I don't think it's queen c2 loses. Queen c2 loses. Rook d2. So let's do this again, guys. Rook d2, right? Rook takes, queen takes. Sorry. King here. You're going to play queen f2. Sorry. That's it. Wait. Bang. Boom. This. Check. That's it. Well, they go G. But then I go queen here. It still has to be D2. Then I'll take the G2 and then I'm winning the queen or something. I'm winning the queen. There's no checkmate. I thought you were supposed to go F4, but looks like you still don't have a checkmate. You need to take G2. I think you need to take G2. You take G2, you check the king. King moves whenever the queen moves, and king moves out of check. And then you take the queen. You don't have a checkmate. So you see this, Simpson? I thought it's a checkmate, but it's not. There ain't no checkmate there. It's winning material. It's not a checkmate. I'm loving this oceanic theme. I really do. Okay. So black doesn't deliver checkmate, but wait a minute. Nah, you have to take the queen. Now there is no other stuff here. You're taking the queen. Yeah. I thought it's a checkmate somewhere, but it ain't. Okay, 2901. So far, so good. Let me check again when they're starting the. Was it 6:25? So they're not gonna play right straight away. So we got still 15 minutes. Do a couple of yeah. They haven't started. Schedule 6:25. Okay, so until 6:25, we got like 14 minutes more or less. We could keep up with the puzzles. Let me say hello to my TikTok friends. Follow me, fellas, if you're into chess and stuff. I'm going to be live covering the next round. No software, no nothing. Well, that's a check with the rook on D1. This is another check on A1 with the queen. So we got two checks here. But actually, I think I'm more attracted by this check with the rook, because the queen covers all those squares. So king's going to go F2. And then we also have a knight here. Wait a minute. This is a bit weird, but I like it. So check. This guy goes this way. Where's the next check? Or maybe I have to go with the queen. Let me see what's this. Check. They move. And then where's the next check? Might be with the queen, with the rook here. No, it's not. So rook first, king f2. What about rook here? Queen takes. No, that's a disaster. What if you don't check first? What if you attack the queen? Oh my god. It's no check first. Do you see how tricky they are, Simpson? I was exploring like rook d1 or queen a1, but it ain't. It's actually rook d3. It's actually rook d3. Where's the queen going? It's not attacking king, it's just simply attacking the queen first. This is it. It's rook d3, not the checks on the background, which are very attractive. I mean, yes, exactly right. It was rook d3, the next correct move. Now, if I go with a queen check and king f2, let's put it like this. And then I'm taking the white queen. So I'm moving my queen with tempo checking. If queen blocks, I'm going to win the queen. Thank you very much. If king moves, then I'm taking the queen, I guess. Again, it's not a checkmate, it's just winning material. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Hopefully I did the fifth puzzle now in a row. Queen A1 check. Saving my... There's no point to take the queen, is it? Rook takes queen. Bishop takes... Nah, you got to save your queen first. Exactly. Again, I don't see any checkmate, but I definitely win the queen. And I think this is why black is supposed to win at some point. So thanks for being here, Josh. All right, next one, fellas. Like in 10 minutes, the boys will be back in town. You guys remember Finn Lizzy? Boys are back in town. Okay, next one. Beautiful battery along the C file. It's not the trickiest stuff here. Which way to go, I wonder? Which way to go? For the chess player, Simpson, chess is always splendid indeed. We have to take them one by one. Absolutely one by one, move by move. We got to look into everything here. We have to look into including queen takes b5. I know it sounds completely maniac. I mean, you have to look into all of these. Bishop takes, rook c5, anything. Okay, let's start with bishop takes b5. Let's just assume bishop takes b5. If rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, rook plays check, queen takes, queen blocks, rook takes, this guy takes, and then am I winning? Bang, boom. No, we said if they take with the rook though. Yeah, I'll take with the queen. Bishop takes, rook plays, queen, bang. Yeah, and I'm winning, right? Is there any other stuff? Rook c4. Let's just assume rook c4. No. Rook c4 doesn't work, and this one is too slow. I mean, we could potentially play rook c5. You know, you don't get checked, no. I'm not sure. We kind of could. Let me tell you something interesting. When we play bishop here, you know, they could do this thing first, which is nonsense anyway. But you take, and then they play this, and that's quite a few things going on. These are not easy or straightforward. These are not easy. It ain't easy. I need to look for more forcing moves, guys. And until 25 past 6, when Jan Nepomniachtchi plays Magnus, I think, then we gotta watch that thing. Jan Nepomniachtchi versus Magnus Carlsen. Okay, so the heck do we play now? I want to do something. Forcing, it's gotta be forcing moves, man. I gotta investigate. Hello, Spicy Sugar, which is Jonathan, I think. Rook takes c4. Let me look at this one. Rook takes c4. Well, queen take, rook takes. Rook takes, what? Rook takes c4, rook takes, queen takes. This one here, no. That's how we lose. I hope it's not a king f8. You know, at this stage in the puzzle solving, I'm still looking at it. Nothing. I don't think anything is wrong with bishop b5. I don't think there's anything that wrong. But you got to look into bishop f7, king takes, queen takes, or rook. Have you looked at that? So bishop takes b5, Jonathan. I don't deny. I'm just thinking. Bishop takes b5, right? You assume the bishop would take or something. But what if they take bishop f7? Then you take, and the b5 bishop being attacked by two pieces, queen and rook. It could be, let's say, I don't know, rook takes, queen takes, rook takes, check. Man, this, yeah, it could be bishop b5. I don't think it's wrong. But anyway. Yeah, I think it's bishop b. That's what I said in the first second when I opened up the puzzle. I said bishop b5. I think it's bishop b5, yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I'm thinking. Unless there is rook c5? What do you think about rook c5, though? I don't know. Maybe it's a waste of time. Bishop takes. Bishop takes f7, check, takes. Queen takes. Yeah, now bishop b5, man. Yeah, it's bishop b5. I mean, it's just quite a few things. And I think we kind of covered. Bishop takes b5. It should be winning regardless because of the back rank we're having. So I don't think there's anything wrong. Yeah, bishop takes f7, exactly, but I think we got it covered. Well, a check is a check. Let me see now. No, I take the bishop, though. I take the bishop, or whatever. I take the bishop, man. I'm in check. Can I move, like, king f8? No, that's nonsense. You have to take. Oh, Lord. The heck, man. Was I supposed to play king f8 as I said? Oh, now I'm in pain. I mean, like, psychological pain. Oh. It was too good to be true, man. I did say king f8, but I felt it like a complete waste of time. King takes f7. But then you have queen d5, check. Then you're moving, then rook takes actually b5, right? No, queen takes b5. So if this guy takes, what are you taking with? With the rook? I'm going to put it on the analysis board. This ain't clear. Okay, let me put it quickly on the analysis board. 3 minutes, Jan Nepomniachtchi is supposed to be start playing that guy. So wait a minute. They played this. So that was the puzzle, right? Okay, bishop takes b5. Bishop f7, we did see that. If king f7... Oh, yeah, queen d7. Yeah. I did say also that one. Queen d7. This guy moves somewhere. Somewhere meaning like where? This is... So let's say they're going here. Rook c6. It's complicated. I kind of thought about this one, but I didn't commit myself to doing it. Apparently, rook takes c6. There is a way to continue. You got no back rank at this stage. Rook takes. And queen d8 checks, and it's very complicated, actually. So you've got this check. What? King f7, queen d7. If you go this way, e5, and it's getting really complicated. No, you can't. You cannot. King e1, rook d1. This is so not easy, Jonathan. I mean, really, this wasn't easy. That's not an easy. I kind of covered those responses, but I didn't see actually this whole stuff. I didn't. I kind of felt that king f8 could be played so you don't exposing to any further tactics. Yeah, exactly. Queen d7 opens a whole new range of complications. Exactly. So when we take, it's not that the queen takes b5 or something, was this? So it's not like they take b5. No, it's about the d7, Jonathan, which opens up very many complications, right? So for this reason, king f8 was indicated. So you keep up with the threat on the back rank and things. Anyway, too late at this stage. Now you don't have queen takes d7 and stuff. So too late at this stage. Okay. Okay. This one. Okay, one last time before Nepomniachtchi and the rest of the guys. Black to play. Probably something to do with this guy. Probably in the first fraction of a second. Rook takes G. This guy's got to take. You go here, but then you got this. Oh. Maybe you should just pushing forwards. Yeah, of course you push forwards, man. Now, you take. Is there any fork? It is. Oh, so if you take, you've gotten this check here. You do something, take your guy, you're never gonna make it. So you can't take the rook. You gotta go somewhere. But then again, you have to be careful with this. What the heck? This is check? No, we black here, and this is mad. Oh, we're supposed to play king to c4. You're not going c5, and you're not gonna take because you're gonna subject your king to forks. You gotta go c4. There you go. This is mad. This is absolutely mad. And now we're gonna pushing this rook here. Oh, way yo. That's it. Beautiful. Simpson, I'm definitely going to be looking at your game. Maybe I'm going to make a quick video. Absolutely. Thanks, Simpson. Totally going to be looking at your game. Absolutely, man. It don't matter silly game. I mean, what are you talking about? We all play silly games. All the great players do some silly moves every now and then. It's okay. I'm sure there is a lot of good ideas in that particular game you've sent. Let's go back to Magnus and hey, yeah. They started. Go. Let's go. Rapid now. Rapid. There you go. Magnus White, Jan Nepomniachtchi, the old rivalry, covering the engine lines. Hey, did the guy? Yeah, they played a what? E4, E5, Russian defense. The Russian defense they played. Okay. Opposite side castling. D6 is a backward pawn, but I guess you can close it off. Whites to play. Hey, just push the G. Can you just push G and H? I think the stuff here has to do with pushing the G and H pawn. C4. Queen C3. C4 to not allowing black to actually play D5. That is why. There's nothing wrong with playing the Russian. So C4, let me just... C4 doesn't want to let black doing this. And not just that, looks to me C4 also... Yeah, but that doesn't work, man, because of this. Yeah, but... Hey, that's Bishop F8 a bit passive? Okay, we'll see about that. Yeah, H5, exactly. You gotta push the H. If you don't push the H, how are you gonna break through to this guys? You gotta challenge those pawns. So you're gonna go H6 or stuff, right? You're gonna be weakening all the dark squares. We'll see. Maybe this stuff is more required. And then this. Can you afford the luxury to play G4 and then playing G5? Just... No, H6, which I don't think is bad. We did say it. I did say it. Would you play this? Do you do crazy tactics here? I'm not playing the Russian defense. I'm not getting into this normally. So now I wonder what's the theoretical approach here. What is White supposed to be doing? Knight G5? Feel free, guys, to type in your candidate moves. Let me look again. Yeah, we call it this. So yeah, guys, I've reinstalled Windows 11 because like 1 or 2 weeks ago, Queen C3, yes. So I wasn't completely off the track with this one. I did say Queen C3 a couple of occasions. That does not allow the F6 being used by black and keeps the bishop here. Do you know what that means? Okay, Queen to E7 now. Probably Nippon, she wants to play Rook A to D8 for sure. Very likely. But this thing happens. Do you know something else also funny? There is this. There is this. I don't know which way you want to... I think it's very instructive and very enjoyable at the same time. I'm loving it. It's great. Absolutely great. So let's see how they're going to play. Magnus here with the whites now. What is white going to play? Are you going to get the rook on the E file? No, this game is just great, man. This game is absolutely great. Oops. There is a backward black pawn here, but I guess you could always do this. But you got to be careful about this bishop B6 idea. So I'm not sure. I think it serves no purpose now to pushing the G pawn. It does do nothing. It's a immense doing nothing. Probably I really wonder. Yeah, you need the rook on the E file. Exactly. You need the rook on the E, but I wasn't sure which rook goes. So he decided rook HE. This is the pressure. That guy is in a pin. And all of a sudden, Nepomniachtchi's dark squares like have weakened terribly. Blimey, you can even try this kind of stuff. Hey, I think Nepo's going to lose very fast this. F5? What? Dude, Jonathan, looks like black's going to lose very quickly, man. What's going on here? Okay, queen moved away. Bishop C1, not having any issue with this guy moving. But still, I have a feeling that the dark squares are incredibly weak, right? So they're going to be an always threat. You can even play rook takes. They can't take. Oh, wait. Actually, no, you cannot because the queen here defends against the G7. No, you can't do this yet. F5, yes. You said it. F5, yes. And now, how does white continue? Yeah. I did do a YouTube video. As I said, guys, the game played in 1966 between Bobby Fischer and Florin Gheorghiu. A game played in the Nimzo Indians. So if you want to check that one, those of you Bobby Fischer fans, greatly appreciated if you want to have a look. And we can discuss the stuff they did, of course, whenever you guys are happy to. Still a rapid, not a blitz now. So they start with 10 minutes, right? Each. So that's great now. They still got time to think about what to play. Black to do stuff here. What are you playing? Why did he play rook back? Does he want to what? Does he want to play rook h4? Is he interested in taking f5 or something? Okay, bishop wants to play f6. If Nepomniachtchi did now bishop e7, I think he wants to play bishop f6 straight away. Which, by the way, I don't think it's a bad idea. That ain't a bad idea, but d6 becomes very weak, so to speak. I mean, it got no defense no more. You could attack with tempo and then getting maybe rook a d8. So you could play... No, he went back, bishop f8. He went back, bishop f8, hitting the h6 pawn. By the way, this is an important pawn here. You can't just dismiss that pawn. You can't lose that pawn like this. Unless you want to open up the h for the rook and play some sacrificial crazy stuff. Which probably we're going to see something. I can acknowledge all the dark squares that white enjoys now, particularly because of the pawn on h6, which takes them. There is a d6 weakness. So let me highlight the you were born in 1966, exactly when they were playing in Cuba, that game. They were like 20 in their 20s. Florin Georgiou was 22-year-old. Oh my God, he's 80 years old now, Florin Georgiou. He's still alive. Maybe I should take an interview. The man's a legend. He's still alive. He's 80 years old. Florin Georgiou still lives. Yeah, probably I should attempt at least to email them maybe a couple. If I get a contact, maybe I might be able to send them a couple of questions. Yeah, that would be actually a good idea. He's still alive, which is great. Wishing him the best and hitting 100 years old plus. He also used to be a university professor at the Bucharest University. He speaks a couple of languages: French, English, Spanish, German, and Russian. So bishop f8, trying to get this guy probably because it's a massive headache. And Magnus didn't move a damn thing just yet. He didn't do nothing. He did the g pawn. He wants to solidify the h by playing g5, I reckon. So, my God, g4. What if bishop takes? Oh, he's going to push the g5 then. Well, bishop goes back. Oh my God. g4. Lord. g4, play my Magnus. I thought you were supposed to go rook e h1. He went g. What if this guy takes? You actually planning to moving back? Bishop has to move, and then h7 is sort of... Wait a minute, man. He wants to sacrifice the rook on h7 and then get the other rook. Okay, let me tell you what I think he wants to do. If bishop takes, so I'm making now publicly, no software, no nothing. So bishop takes h6, rook h1, bishop goes back. Somewhere say, well, they could go g7 for Christ's sake, attacking queen of tempo. There you go. Oh my lord, he took on d6. Pressure on this guy. Oh, this is a fabulous... Jonathan Simpson, guys, this is an amazing game. So I guess bishop g7, you move the queen somewhere safe, which I don't know exactly where that might be. And then probably... Okay, there you go. Bishop g7 attacks the queen. What do you play here? The hell do you play here? Do you play knight e5? What do you play? Queen... But you don't want to put yourself in a pin, though. No, queen a5. Okay. Not allowing any rook for the time being. Okay. This getting really hot. I think probably the entire international chess community of enthusiasts are keeping their eyes glued on this live game now. Knight f8. Very defensive move, but also encourages some rook straight. Do you have to? Do you have to? My God, should you play rook d8? I mean, no, you can't play that. That's nonsense. You gotta take, do you? Takes, and then rook d8. Okay, rook takes rook. Right? Rook takes, I'm assuming? No, he played b3. B3. Also defending c4. It's worth noting that we lost sight of the c4 pawn. So b3 defends, and then maybe bishop e2. So rook takes, queen takes now. Queen takes now. This is a fabulous game. This is an absolute fabulous game. Yeah, I should be the lead singer of the Marillion band. They could call me Fish then. They could call me Fish, yeah. Queen takes c1. Rook e8, attacking the queen. Queen's got to go to safety. What does safety mean here? Whether you go, do you go queen d1? Is there any better square? Would you go h1? This is a lot to consider. Queen d1, I feel like this probably should be the move. You keep the battery with the rook. Then you're going to be playing some bishop b2. Try and see if you can get that stuff, the bishop on g7, gone. I'm not sure. But what I know, you have to move the queen. So white queen has to be moved. There is no blocking or anything. Yeah, white queen has to move. Probably d1. Do you go d2? Is there any difference? Given the fact you might be able to attack on f4 with the queen and bishop battery. So maybe queen d2? Do you think queen d2 is more aggressive, guys? Yes, queen d2, queen e7. Queen e7. Bishop b2, indeed. Queen e, indeed. Queen takes, exactly. Queen f4, exactly right. Notice, guys, the only background check is queen f1. That's the only background check. The only. If you want to do it, you could do it in this fashion. Also, I'm liking this, given a chance. But let's see. This is dangerous. What an understatement. Chess-wise, this game has been on fire from the very beginning almost. Yep. Queen takes f4. I did say about that pawn being captured at some point. Nepo with some 30 seconds up the clock, more than Magnus. And looks like the Nepo has to decide if they play queen f. Do you know what's the thing with queen f? You have to block with a bishop. You have to. And probably getting the bishop from b2 to c1 is a good thing for Nepo. There you go. Queen f1, very important. And now, oh man, oh boy. Bishop takes g7. That guy was a nightmare, the bishop. So you have to disappear. Okay, the knight now has to be either defended or you move somewhere. Can you play checks? Yeah, but queen f4 looks... You're defending the f3 knight, and potentially what do you play? There's still a knight here. How do you get the white rook here without getting captured and stuff? Or maybe you want to play this and then this? That's something. That's something. This is a very difficult tactical stuff. Well, you could go rook d8, and if rook f6, maybe you could go queen c7. Oh lord, this is so difficult. But then rook f7. Oh, are you kidding me? There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Rook d8. That's what I said in the first second I wanted to play this. I'm going for the knight, right? So rook d8 means that the knight has to do something. Or rook plays f6, what I thought black would respond to this. So rook f8 attacks queen, defends the knight. Right? Then where do you go with the queen? Do you go c7? But then they're going to play rook f7. And your knight is hanging, mind you. Anything but easy. Anything but easy. I'm trying my best to try keep up with their thoughts. Definitely these guys are miles ahead. No. Nepo goes for queen c5, defending the knight on f8 twice. So knight now being defended by the queen and by the king. So you can't do nothing. But that allows Magnus maybe to play knight g5? Does that... No, he goes rook b8 for this. For b7 check and stuff, which is serious. This is very serious indeed. I don't know if knight g5 would have worked or not. Maybe I'm missing something. You go c8 for this? No, he goes g5. Does he want to go something like h-file and then checks? It's possible. But what I do know is that they do bullet. They absolutely do bullet. c5. So, my dear TikTokers or Facebook or YouTube or Twitch guys, do follow me, please, fellas. c5. Not allowing knight d4. I mean, I think that's the thing. Rook c8, rook c7 is a threat. It is a threat. No, queen to d. Maybe you want to do this? No, you can't. There's a knight, man. You want to do queen c3? King's going to go here. Queen c3. Okay. Exactly. King g8. How exactly you doing now? What? I mean, what black does? I mean, what does black do? There's nothing. I think they're going to get in a Zugzwang, guys, very soon. Simpson, this is a great game played by the Super Grandmasters. Okay, queen d2. Queen c7 attacking the white rook. White rook has to go somewhere. I don't know what that means, but rook d8 for the time being. The white knight needs to do something. I'm not sure what and when. And knight being attacked right now. Queen. Ooh. If this guy takes it, well, you can't take it because there's the queen. So you can't touch the knight. And the queen sort of like pins everything. Can you play knight e5? And I think that's just killing. Really, I think this is just killing. No, he went with the rook because he want to take the queen and stuff. My days. This is bullet chess, guys. This is 12 seconds and 20 seconds. Yeah, rook b7, exactly right. Oh my god. What a constrictive way Magnus has to play. I mean, the way he just suffocating his opponents step by step by step. Queen d6 now. Black, I think, is going to be in Zugzwang soon enough. You're going to have to do something that you don't want to do, like pushing the h-pawn or something. Rook a7, rook a8? Rook a7, or it's too slow? No, this guy is hanging. Oh my god, that guy is pinned. He can't move anywhere. He's going to resign now. This is bullet, man. This is bullet, okay? He put the king in a pin. Actually, rook can't move anywhere. And now you're taking this guy. And you can't take the knight, because if you take the knight, you're going to get checkmated with queen takes e, check. You move g8. And then queen g7, checkmate right there. So actually, it's a beautiful tactical combination in just a few seconds left on their clock. It's mad, all right? This is mad. This is bad. And yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Nepomniachtchi now going to be white. Magnus going to be black. Best chess on the planet happening right now. I would have used the lead chess platform, but I think the guys don't do this event. I think this is a chess.com event. So, yeah. I hope I'm not wrong. Okay. A fabulous game, Simpson, indeed. Yes. I would gladly go and peruse through the moves they did from the very start, but I don't want to lose the second game of the round 2 now. Nepo Magnus. I don't want to lose it. So that's why I don't. So they're supposed to play straight away, I think. About like 7:45, round number 3, the same date as we speak today. They're supposed to be starting again. So, my very dear chess friends, follow me or subscribe, guys. If these ideas are useful to any extent, or enjoyable, or useful, that is. I think the primary criteria would be just usefulness. Yeah, but you also have to enjoy. Yeah, okay. That doesn't matter. Hope they will be starting. I would love to do a quick puzzle now, but what if I lose the first games of their things? So I'm keeping an eye on the boards now. I'm keeping an eye on this. So they're supposed to start. Absolutely, Simpson. No problem, man. See you a bit later. And if you send the game, definitely gonna look at that game. I'm gonna make short video. My pleasure, Simpson. Don't forget, send me a friend request, guys, if you're on leechess or chess.com, the same username, Soren Chess Coach. And happy to looking into the stuff you guys played. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to do a quick puzzle. It doesn't look like they started just yet. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Black to play here. Okay, what have we gotten? Many things happening, including a check here with the bishop. But also there is like, what? There's like, it's like checks everywhere, man. There's checks everywhere. If we do bishop h6, king takes, you got this. I mean, there's just like these checks coming from all directions. Feel free, guys, type in your candidate moves. Looks like bishop h6 checks the king, right? And if king takes the knight, which kind of they like have to, then we do bishop b7, right? So that was it. Bishop h6, king takes e4, bishop h6, king takes e4, right? Well, if they block with the knight, we're gonna play queen g3 check, right? King takes, then again, there's so many bloody things here. What do you do, queen? Queen d10. Let me think. Queen d2 might be. Yeah, but they go g4 then. Yeah, but then you got. My lord. Guys, it's so many tempting attacking lines. Not attacking lies. Chess doesn't work with lies. What? Yeah, okay, we can completely discard it. Sorry, I didn't even watch the defensive ideas of that one. That bishop can't move at all. Absolutely spot on. So it's got to be king. It's got to be queen. It's got to be queen. Bingo. Thank you very much, my friend JK. That's indeed the case. Apologies. So queen d2, maybe queen d2, queen d2, queen d2. Yeah, queen d2, queen d2. Queen d2, check. King goes g, then we could go with this kind of stuff. With this kind of stuff. And I think so. If we do this, they take. I'm doing this or something. What? Queen g3, they take b7. Where did they go? They go here. I go back. Nah, I still think queen d2. I've got this, right? Something like this. What do you think, guys? JK? I know, but we got some strong continuation afterwards, JK. I understand what you're meaning, but I have to play a forcing move because then queen just takes checkmate. So I have to play a forcing move. It's got to be a check now. So it must be a check. So I'm tempted to say queen d2 perhaps. Okay, let's do it because I don't want to lose Magnus. Yes. Yes, the knight is lost. That is true. But now I've got bishop b7. Where do they go? Like, where do they go? Pawn forwards. And that's it. Pawn c5. Pawn c5 and the king can't go anywhere. All the squares are covered. Can't take and can't move anywhere. Okay, back to Magnus and Nepomniachtchi. Okay, sorry guys if I mean, yeah, I wanted to. They have just started. All right, guys, this is it. We just right on time, right on time. The other games had started, so I reckon Magnus and Nepo will be playing very, very soon now. Their first moves. Come on, Ian. Where'd the guy go? So the other games started already. Levon plays, Alireza plays. Nepomniachtchi and this guy didn't play. Come on, Nepo, drop the sandwich, man. Come on. Oh, there you go. E4. E4, E5. Ooh. That would have been nicer, King's Gambit. Knight F3, C6. The Italian, Gioco Piano. Okay, knight C3. Magnus with the blacks. The Italian game. Vienna hybrid. Okay, okay. Well, you could play castle short. You could play h6 if you don't want to get pinned and stuff. But then probably bishop g5 happens. I think you could do castle short, d6, h6. Blacks to play here. He spends a couple of seconds here. Curious to see what he decides to go for. I don't know, JK. I think, they need to come back from the coffee break or loo break. They need to be verified again. So h6, there you go. There you go. h6 not allowing pins on g5. So in this case, you just develop bishop e3. Taking off the other bishop off the board. d4. Hitting in the center. Not committing yet with castling the king. So you take back with the knight, of course. And black can do a couple of things. Also, this one looks interesting. But it is black's turn to play. So let me see the candidate moves. Castles. Or you take castles. Okay. Castle short now can go. Oh, he went automatically knight db5. Nepo went automatically. I thought he's supposed castle short, right? Okay, knight on db5 here. That means you won't be able to play the queen away from defending c7. So there's a little bit of pressure on the c7 black pawn, right? There's a bit of pressure there, for sure. Okay. Let me give myself this stuff. Right. Kind of like white's position here. What do you play? Knight to e5 hits the bishop. Bishop f1. Very quickly played by Nepo. Bishop now developing. And maybe they want to go c6 as well. Seems to be quite cool, getting the bishop on c6. Or maybe you want to kick them away. Nah, because this guy's completely up for the grab, so you can't do this. Bishop c6, maybe. Maybe bishop c6. Maybe. I mean, I kind of like it, bishop there. White's to move, though. White's turn to play. What do? f4? It's an attacking move. I like f4. You attack. There is no dark square bishop or queen moving to b6. So f4, I think it's relatively safe and doable. Because, okay, queen d2. Probably f4 was playable, but maybe he want to play queen f4. That could be. Maybe actually he wants the queen. I'm not sure. We'll see about that. Hey, enough messages. Enough messages. Okay. Magnus's turn to do stuff here. What is he gonna do? Taking this knight's not gonna be that awesome because it's gonna be replaced straight away. So taking maybe not. Bishop c6 on the other hand, it seems like it's something, bishop c6. Kind of like it, I think. Bishop c6 maybe. Queen d7 maybe. You're connecting the rooks. Guess. I'll see about that. As per white, there is always f4. We'll see about this. Shall we very briefly keep an eye on what the other guys do? That is, who else is playing here? We got a Dennis and we got, let me see. Oh, I gotta go up here. So we got MVL playing Wesley. No, Levon. Wait a minute. No, that just finished. Looking for active games. Anyway, Magnus just played. Wait. What do you do? Knight g6. Magnus play knight g6. Stopping any queen f4. But you can push the pawn if you want to. But that weakens the g4 square. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you go f4 with white, g4 is completely weakened. And you won't be able to play rook ad because the bishop's going to hit you. a4. Probably you want to play b3 and leave it like this so that he can move the rook freely and stuff. Taken away. You take with a knight? Took with a bishop. Weakness on b6, but those guys are going to be rolling. You got to move the bishop now. You got d3? Bishop d3 or bishop c4? Bishop f1. Well, you could go queen c7, I guess. Connecting the black rooks. Getting one rook a to d. Because d6 is a bit of a weakness. So looks to me, queen c7, rook a d8, probably. Yeah, probably. Queen c7, rook a d8. Probably. Any other stuff here? Yeah, that seems to be the case, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Queen c7, exactly as I said. Queen c7, and now white could play rook ad. Or you could push f4 now because there is no bishop. Black has no bishop now, so probably you can go f4. No, rook ad1. And I did say that. I did say rook ad1. I did say rook ad8. I did say f4. I did say all these ideas myself as well. f4, of course. The bishop on f1 is not the happiest bishop ever. This guy. I think this one would be better perhaps, right? Maybe bishop b3, leave it there. Leave the bishop here, maybe. I don't know. But also, worth noting that the queen also has to move a little bit. There is a rook on the d file. You can't keep the rook on the d file. A black stun, by the way. So f4 being played. I did say I would play it. Ages ago I said about f4. But I didn't think it was a good idea then because the light square black bishop was on the board. But now it's not. So f4 was absolutely to be considered and went to be indeed. Black to play. Would you push? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but the queen is here. So I don't know. Nah, maybe not. Knight f8, maybe not. That's defensive stuff. Or maybe you want to go d7 and c5? Nah, not really. That's defensive. This is defensive. It is defensive. Knight f8, it is absolutely defensive. Unless... Where does he want to reroute that knight, man? Okay, he went knight e6. Where do you go with the knight? c5, but there is b4. Okay, bishop g2 chosen by Nepo here. He has a little bit more time, though, than Magnus in this round number 2. Just reminding you guys, round number 3 starts at 7:45. If you guys still around. Thank you very much for following, guys. Please do follow me, fellas, either TikTok or Twitch, or depends on the platform you're visiting now. So, bishop g2 now. This is so far from over. This is so far from over. There's a lot of happening here. Weakness for black is the d6 pawn. That's a weakness. b5 now, trying to open up the dark squares for the queen to play and check. Dismantling, dismantling. So if you do this, there is check. And that's a blunder, to my understanding. So you can't take on b5 due to check. Although, you're dropping here. Knight takes, maybe, but the b2. Ugh, that is why chess is so time consuming. Every single little thing you try play takes you a couple of good minutes. Okay, h3, b4 now, attacking the knight. You have to move the knight, but you can always jump here. I don't think that's bad at all. And if knight takes, you're going to take with the queen, right? I don't think it's bad. King can go to h2. White king can always move on h2. I think it's great. You definitely could go for this. Totally. So, Jan Pomniche. Knight d5, right? You tell me, guys, if you think there is another better candidate move available for white here. I guess that gotta be the thing. I guess. Yep. Exactly. Knight d5. Knight takes. Pawn takes. I thought queen? Man, I thought the queen. So yeah, you can actually pushing the e pawn at some point. He took with the pawn? Oh, okay. Well, he's the super grandmaster. Yeah, queen b6, that was to be expected. That is why white actually had played h3 as well. King h2 to safety now. Knight c5. On a dark square, it can't be frustrated by any pawns. Notice there is no pawn to attack that guy. You could play queen d4 though. b3. b3 was played to not allow b3 black to play b3. So, okay, that's cool. Knight went back. g4. Further expanding on the king side of the pawn. Probably this guy going to be playing. Is it queen d4 the stuff? No. Because this guy takes. So that ain't good. You could take though. Rook takes. No, you can't. Because rook takes c2. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You can't play this because black's going to take. and then you lost the e file. Now, I'm not sure how you're supposed to be playing now. Could you play just the waiting queen d3 move? Or you're going to push g5. g5. It's now or never. Oh, that Elvis Presley song. It's not one of my favorites. It's now or never. It's not one of my favorites. I don't like that song very much. So rook e2 was an attempt to double up. And it's actually good because now black cannot go e8 because of the queen. And you can make a nice battery here. But you cannot because knight and queen attacks here twice. So what do you play? I don't know yet. I don't know what do you play. Should you go queen d? Should you go g5? I'm not sure. Should you go... You got to look into all this stuff. Should you go queen e4? I think Nepo is a little bit annoyed for the loss he had. And now he's just throwing pieces into attack, which I think is a good stuff. Which I think is a very good stuff. Would you go queen e4? No, queen c4. There's so much to calculate. Those guys are all isolated, and I think Nepo would be happy to getting into an endgame with the queens off the board now. But still a lot to calculate here. Soon enough, Magnus going to play bullet. Soon as you fall under a minute. Nepo, 5 minutes. Still in blitz. He's still in blitz. Okay, let's grab another quick drink. Oh. All right. I'm having a watermelon, zero sugar stuff. Monster Energy drink. I did the commercial if you guys into this kind of beverages. Nice one though. And zero sugar, so. Hey, queens came off the board. Bishop now defending the c4, attacked by the black rook on c8, knight e4. Knight e4 wants to probably coming here. That's a hell of an outpost. This is an outpost. If knight makes it on c3, it is what we call in chess an outpost. But then again, there is some bishop d3 available as well. I think someone needs to claim the A file. I'm going to tell you something. Someone needs to claim the A file. King gets himself in action. With this kind of stuff, probably. King f3. I don't know. King f8. I'm curious if king f3. Oh, I don't know. What do you play? Rook b. You go for the weakness. How's that guy going to be defended? Hey, I bloody liking this. I'm liking it. What about knight here? That doesn't mean nothing. Because I'm taking. You take, I take, and white is winning. Knight c5. Exactly. Magnus claimed the A file. This is a bit of a complex stuff here. They're moving so fast. I barely get my thoughts around every single move that happens. I'm not using any eval gauge or engine to helping me. So I'm trying to use my human understanding as much as I can. Double pressure on d3, one defender, two attackers. But when you decide to do that, b7 is also hanging. So if now Magnus goes knight takes d3, you gotta take, and if rook takes, white takes here. It's a lot to calculate, and time is a massive issue. Okay. This is another fabulous game here. h4. In the minute black wants to take here, also b7 is hanging. This c2, d3 is actually quite cool. You can't touch it. Well, you can touch it, but there is a pawn, so you need not worry. I think Magnus has to worry about the b7 weakness. If you play rook b6, king's going to play e7. Very difficult. Very difficult. There is always rook e2 also you can take, but because the pawn is pinned, you can't take the knight. So Magnus played rook a1. I think it's interesting to look into rook a2 as well. Rook b2 just stops it. It's like the guys just heard me. So rook b2 stops rook a2 from happening. King e7 anyway. Makes sense. Bishop being saved now. You can't use your secret weapon. King f2 now defending, of course. King f2 to be expected. Then rook h1. And then you're going to play g3. Is there going to be a threefold repetition? King f2, it's a must. There you go. King g3, there you go. Now we might see this again. Fellas, that might be a draw. I'm saying it now. Yes, this is a draw, guys. King e1, rook e1, king f2, rook h1. Yes, that's a draw. I was correct about this one. This is a draw. Exactly. Threefold repetition. Giddy up. Exactly right, my very dear chess friends. 7:45 would be the round number 3 to be starting. Let's look into the remaining live games if we got any. 11. Okay, which one? Wesley Alireza. Fabulous. Wesley Alireza. Another fabulous game. All of them are fabulous, really. The chess elite being played at this level, they are magnificent endgames and very instructive. Whoa, rook e8. Alireza in time issue. I didn't know Wesley's so fast, man. But that's a pass pawn. I'm seeing now the a pawn looks like a pass pawn here. Queen b3. Oh my God, queen b3, because if this guy was this, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff happening. And they do a bullet now. I would say just at the first glance, now just trying to wrap my mind around it, this guy is very dangerous, that pawn. The pawn on the a file is very dangerous. Now bishop hits the rook. Rook is going to take back. Of course, rook is going to take back. This bishop is also strong. My God, just look at this conglomerate. Look at this concentration of pieces is right in the center. There's a lot of stuff here. So, yeah, Wesley being with the white. So I guess if rook takes, you're pushing this guy, right? Because you go for this. Am I right? And then you have to give up on the bishop. Am I correct? Is it e6? Yeah, e6 is winning. ef6 is also winning. Yeah, e6 is winning, so I wasn't wrong. e6. And ef6 also winning. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I did say it, and I was correct about that one. And the last remain. Oh, we got Denis Lazovic, Vincent Keimer. I don't know which one to look at first, really. Okay, Levon Aronian, 2 seconds. Maxim Vashia, 20 seconds. Ooh, king and rook and pawns endgame. Black's winning, right? Oh my God, Levon is in trouble. I think he's in trouble. Yeah, but I'm going to move. Exactly. You can't do any more check. He's going to resign in a minute. He's going to resign because this guy goes here. And we got a pawn majority. Exactly right. So, for all of our friends, if white rook tries to go g1 to stopping this guy, actually we can take here, or maybe we can play rook g7, and we got another passer. So you won't be able to keep them both at the same time. You can't defend them both. So I guess. But let me actually put it this way. If rook g1, is black supposed to play rook g7? Or you're going to take on c4? They might be both winning. I'm liking rook g4 though. Let me see what the Almighty says. Rook g7. Yes. Also rook c7. No. It's rook g7. Again, I think, yeah, I did say that. And I was again correct about this. And that was it. The last one is Vincent Keimer, Denis Lazovic. Thanks for following, fellas. Appreciate TikTokers, Twitch, YouTubers, Facebookers. Do follow me, folks. Okay, so Queen E4 being played here. Dennis Lasvik, last second, Vincent Keimer. Intense, difficult, stressful, especially for these guys, but highly enjoyable for us, at least as spectators. We're highly enjoying it. King G3. This one should supposed to be a draw. Well, you could take and then put the rook here. Right? Yeah, but if you take, then you're going to lose that one. I think this is going to be a draw. They're going to be drawing. They're going to draw. No. You don't go into craziness here. Not with 4 seconds on the clock. This is a crazy bullet. This is a crazy bullet. They're going to be drawing, man. This is bullet all day. Sorry. Yeah, this is bullet and this is draw. Exactly. Exactly right. Quite exciting. Very exciting. Nice one. So it's going to be around number 3. My dear friends, they're going to be starting it in 20-ish something minutes. We might have some time for a quick puzzle. Let me say hello to my TikTokers. And I'm going to leave a puzzle right here on the board, and I'll be returning in probably a couple of minutes. Think about this one. Black to play here. Let me put this one in my memory. And thinking whilst I'm gone. Now back shortly. What's going on here? How is black going to win? I guess because of this guy here on the H file. Probably you're supposed to just advance. How are they going to stop it, really? How? You're not stopping that pawn. And if bishop's going to make it this way, you're going to capture this guy and then push the other pawn. So it's this, and if bishop goes away, you're going to take this guy, I guess. Right? Or don't tell me he's actually king here. Nah. Can't be this. It's actually this thing, and if bishop plays, probably you're going to take. And white will not be able to stopping all these guys. Anyway, let's keep it in abeyance for the time being. I'll be returning back in a couple of moments, guys, and in the meantime feel free to type in your favorite candidate moves, and then we're going to come back, do this puzzle, and see who is going to play whom in the fixtures of Champion Chess Tour 2024 Oslo, Norway, round number 3, and we'll be back in a sec. All righty, put this chair there. All right, fellas, so we've returned now. You probably found the solution already. Okay, and let's see how we do this. So I guess this is the broad ideas about the current puzzle. And I only need to concern about the move order. But I guess we got to start with pushing the H pawn, right? H4 to H3. Forcing white to drop the bishop immediately. Well, not immediately, though, because they could play it in the very last moment, though. But we still have to forcing things around here. No, we have to push the H pawn. So let me just do it. It's got to be this. It's got to be this. Now I'm playing H3 to H2. Bishop's going to go here, and then I'm going to take. I think that was the plan all along. I hope there's nothing. I hope there's no other crazy thing. No, that is the way indeed. Now we take. You've got to. And then you're going to march on with the other guy. I love it when it makes sense. Wait a minute, just a second. You never know. These things are so tricky. In the very second where you overconfidently march on, you discover there was a subtlety that you overlooked. Wait a minute. Can I? Bang. Boom. I guess I'm pushing, right? Or I'm playing this. Oh, are you serious, man? I'm moving now. Because if they play this, I'm promoting. I'm moving this because if they take, I'm moving and there ain't no stopping. Yes. So let's just keep it nice and simple and efficient. Actually, it has to do with C5 to C4. Yeah. And now you got to push this guy because otherwise you ain't going to do nothing. They want to come here. Can you believe this, guys? Can you actually believe this puzzle here? You can't moving now because if you do it now, bishop's going to check. You're going to play. They're going to take. You're going to take. And then going to end up in a draw. You ain't going to do nothing with this pawn. So now we got to find another thing. It might be just this, though. It might be. Because you start playing bishop f5. When you play king to e4, you start bishop f5. And dude, I hope I'm correct. So king e4, right? King e4. And can they stop you from promoting? I don't think so. King e4, king e4, king e4. Please tell me I'm correct. Oof, that's it. This is it, fellas. Now we're gonna. Yeah, I was good to having paused right in the last one. Now we're gonna go c2, right? And that's about it. And when they do this, no, there is no nothing. There is absolutely okay. There is no problem. Great. Turn 917. Okay. Shall we say now again hello to my TikTokers friends? Guys, do follow me on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the platform might be. These guys will be coming back. We are talking about Champion Chess Tour round number 3. Champion Chess Tour finals. They're playing in Norway, Oslo. Games. And round number 3 is going to be this evening, right? Round number 3, 7:45. Let me see who's playing whom. Oh, Vincent Keimer going to play Denis Lazovic. Oh, wait a minute, because this guy's... round number 2 is not quite finished yet, because it's 1-1, Denis. They drew, so it's got to be a winner in between Vincent Keimer and Denis Lazovic. Oh, yeah, got to be a winner. Okay, let's do another puzzle then. Okay, we're going to do another puzzle. White to move. If the queen was on g7, would just be checkmate, right? So rather than... But wait a minute. When we take, we're also having this, for Christ's sake, you know. They can't be that bad, man. But this, if they take, I'll do this, check, they move and checkmate. Are you serious? Which one is the fastest, actually? I think it's queen h6 the fastest. You know why? Because if we take here, then this guy takes. Okay, wait a minute. Probably it's more than one, but one is actually the fastest one. Well, it's got to be the. Wait a minute. What about Queen H7? Dudes, are you crazy? Queen H7. Queen H7. King takes. Then I'm going to take the bishop with check. King's going to go. Rook H8. It's Queen H7. You have to look at moves that you completely don't want to play. You have to look. You have to look at the craziest looking move, which is Queen H7. There you go. And now you're going to take with tempo, and because of this beautiful bishop and the rook, checkmate is guaranteed. So now you're going to take check, and there ain't no way for them to play. King's going to fall on G8. Rook's going to go H8. Oopsie. King H8. Rook H8. Checkmate. Nothing can be done to save the position. White is winning. You have to look at the craziest moves. Now, I'm not sure yet. I could play some moves like this. I have no check straight away. You know, there is no check straight away. If it were, I would have looked into, but there ain't no check straight away. This move that I'm showing here on the screen, my dear friends, knight to e1 means I'm attacking the white queen. So knight e1 attacks the white queen. So white queen has to go somewhere. Right? They gotta go somewhere. And I might be able then to maybe take on f2 with some checkmate threats. Is there something stronger than this? Well, I don't know. It's got to be something strong, though. So knight e1 seems to be the strongest reply available for black. Knight e1. Queen's got to go. And also I'm vacating the squares for queen or queen f3 or queen f2. If you don't do that, I don't know what you're doing. Don't tell me it's knight d4, right? That can't be. It can't be. But it could. Knight... No, man. It's knight e1. Don't tell me it's knight h4. It might be. But it's not forcing. So we have to look into forcing moves. And... knight e1. That gives me attack on the white queen and clears the f-file for the black queen's intrusion here. Oh, Lord. How did I miss that, man? What the heck was this? What did I miss? What was it then? Knight d4? Oh, come on. You're not serious. So you know how to check. Was it knight h4? Yeah, but now I kind of lost the motivation now because, you know. I mean, it could be knight takes e5. Yeah, it could be. But I'm very disappointed of my choice. Yeah, I just... Is it queen? No. Well, yeah. Oh, come on. It's queen f4, man. Queen f4 is checkmate on h2. And even if the rook takes the knight, you're not going to get checkmated. You go... Yes, you do. No, you don't. You play king f7, right? Oh, yeah, but okay, don't matter now. It's too late. You play king f7, no other check happening anywhere. You're threatening to go for this guy. Now after king g2, you're going to play queen to g4. Check and then mate. Oh, what? Wait a minute, there's something weird all the time here. What's wrong with queen g4? Oh, they're gonna go f1, and after you check on g1, they're gonna escape. No, man, it's knight e1, checking the king and winning the queen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. You can't have them all the time, right? It's so bad being a human. If I wasn't a human, if I was a machine, I would have known all the answers, right? But maybe then I wouldn't have had self-autonomy and the so-called spontaneity and creational stuff, creativity. So, yeah. And of course, self-aware consciousness. If you were a machine, where's the self-aware consciousness? Maybe it ain't. Well, I don't know. But what I do know is that 2 plus 9 equals 11, which is right here, next to 2 plus 9. That's cool. Lucky number. Okay. What's the tactic here? Black to do the next move. We got to check here. We could trade off. Let me see the material. Rook and knight. Maybe queen. Maybe queen checks, indeed. But then they could block with the queen. They kind of can. What's that noise? Okay, I don't know. Well, or maybe I should well, that's the only one. Queen plays, queen blocks. What do you do? Wait a minute. Is there something else? Is there rook takes, though? Yeah, it might be. Rook takes. Queen can't take because it's pinned. Knight has to take. Oh, yeah. And then you may have some knight crazy move. And then you might have some knight here. And if king goes away, I'm going to take the queen. Yeah. It's rook takes. Queen can't take. Knight, king has to take. And then I'm going to check the king. And again, rook takes f4. King takes. Knight checks. Yeah, but then the queen takes. Well, this is bad then. Okay, again, rook takes, king takes. But then I could go this way, though. Yes, I can. Then they're going to play this. And then... Yeah. How? What? Bang, boom. That gives them like a billion ways to defend. It's got to be rook takes f4. It's got to be rook f4. Rook f4. King takes. Where do I go next? Knight g6 check. King has to stay around the queen. They go here, though. It's got to be this, man. And it's got to be this. King goes here, though. You have a check here. Then they go back. And then you play queen here. Wait a minute. Can we do this? There we go here. No, you have to do knight g. You have to, right? You have to do knight g. What do you play? Queen. I don't know. If you do queen d4, yeah, it ain't strong at all. No. You have to attack the king. Make the king go away from protecting the queen. So knight g6. King goes e5. And where's the next check? So let's say you go on a light square with a queen, right? Like, what, b1? No, that's nonsense, man. So the problem now that I'm having is that if we play knight g3, the king's going to go here. Yeah, but then you take, then they take, then you play, check, then they move, then you take, then you take. This is very okay. It's knight g3. This is difficult puzzle, for Christ's sake. It's knight g3. King's gonna move e4. You're gonna take the queen. King's gonna take. You're gonna take the rook, check. They're gonna go close to your knight. You winning the rook. They take your knight, and then you're having pawn majority. This is difficult, man. Bloody hell. Oh Lord, yeah, it's knight g3. It's knight g3, and this is how you win. It's very difficult. Thanks very much for following. Yeah. So knight g3, fellas. Yeah, man, this is difficult, man. Really difficult. Okay, queen takes, knight takes, king goes out of check, attacking king presumably, and then you're gonna win the rook by taking with the king, and you have your pawn majority. Difficult. Yeah. Okay, that's even easier now. Yeah, that was it. Not easy. Not easy though. You have to take the rook now. Okay, phew, that was difficult. Target time 29 seconds. Yeah, well, sure, maybe, of course. Maybe, of course. Okay, but you still have to think about the stuff you want to play. Difficult one. All right, guys, thank you very much for following, man. I greatly appreciate you doing that. Check the latest YouTube video, guys. I did something like Bobby Fischer 1966 versus Florin Georgiou. Have a look at that one. And see you tomorrow, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Take care of yourselves. Good and be wise if you can. Thank you.